Angels Care Home Health, serving Haze and the surrounding areas, is a Medicare-certified home health agency providing quality skilled nursing and restorative therapy services to patients in their homes.
They're polite. I mean, they just take the time for you.
Angels Care is there to help 24 hours a day, and all services are covered 100% by Medicare for patients who are eligible.
I like the Angels for what they've done for me.
Angels Care Home Health. We serve patients.
Eagle Community Television presents Community Connection with your host, Mike Cooper.
Hello and welcome to our Community Connection from Eagle Community Television. Thanks for watching. Thanks as always to our producer, Jeff DeRoll. We're at the Haze Community Theater location on 116 East 11th in Haze, just down the street from the Haze Arts Council building, as a matter of fact, with the Public Relations Director for the Haze Community Theater, Wendy Richmeier. The recent acquisition of this location and renovation has really been a benefit, hasn't it, Wendy?
It really has. It gave us a place to call our own, our home, and people can find us now. And
the venue will benefit how?
The venue will give different aspects to our community. We have a lot of features as far as people that would like to be involved in our community, not sure how they can be involved. We open our doors. We have various ages, sizes. We have a lot of different people that come in. We're offering new opportunities, different shows. And it's not just being on stage, it's being behind scenes. We also will have other different performances for the community to participate in, to have something out of the norm than just going out for dinner. They'll be able to come to a show.
And one of the last shows on our Community Connection, we met the actors and also talked about the show itself. But one of the most recent introductions to the Haze Community Theater was the Haze Haunted Tours. That was really successful, Wendy.
It was very successful, and it was a lot of fun to participate in. We had great community support. In fact, we sold out for both weekends and then some. We even had our own law enforcement involved in it. They helped keep the safety of our actors and our walkers. It lasted for about an hour tour. And what it did was it brought back our history of Haze to life. So when you did our tour, which was a full walking tour, you were walking into a part of history that was already taking place. Even though we were acting, we were doing our roles, you would walk into a gunfight. You would walk into a lynch mob. We had actual horses ride in that, deterred our walkers, to come into a lynch mob or a situation that back then could have been detrimental to their health. And then we led them around to other parts of town. And I don't know if everybody realizes, but there are various plaques around our historical area of Haze that depict what went on there. Our barber shops, our motels, there were brothels, there were other places of history where we had sheriffs killed. So it was very exciting to be a part of it. It was fun, it was interesting. I myself got to play Elizabeth Polly, and it was great learning the history of her.
We're in the presence of the Blue Light Lady, by the way, should you wonder about that. Who makes up community theater?
Not just Haze community, but our surrounding areas. We have people that come from Russell, people that come from Ellis, Plainville, Phillipsburg. Our door is open. We have a lot of volunteers. Many of you know a lot of our people that are on stage all of the time. We have Bill Brown, Travis Grizel, Gene Stramel. Those are also our board members. Also board members, Eric Flax, Tom Mai, Candace Norris, Amy Staub, myself as a board member. We have various people that have done various shows, and people that never thought that they would be a part of anything, that have walked through the doors and we found a place for them, whether it be on stage or behind the stage.
But again, Wendy, you don't have to be on stage if you're not comfortable with being out in front of the audience. There's a big part that's behind the scenes.
Absolutely right, absolutely right. We need people that can help design sets, that can help with sound, with lights, with costume designing. People that just have those basic organizational skills, that can help with PR, that can help with the communications, the advertising of getting the word out, painting, building, It is a vast array of people that are always needed and always welcome, and we can always find a spot for you.
What kind of funding does the Haze Community Theater receive, Wendy?
A lot of our funding is donations. In the past, we've relied on those underwriters, those major underwriters, as in Golden Belt Bank, Staub Law, Ellis County Abstract and Title, Auto World. We now have with us one of our volunteers. She's been in several shows. She's now helping do grant writing for us. She's taken several courses, and so she's helping us achieve those grants as well. And by having our own place, we're able to have different shows or activities that can help bring a little bit more revenue in to help support not just having our building, but future shows and future programs that we're hoping to start putting out there for the community, for children, for teens, for adults.
We'll be looking forward to some of those special events that'll be coming up. But thanks to the Public Relations Director, Wendy Richmeier, she brought in this grant writer. I talked her into it, didn't you?
I did. She's a good friend of mine, and she was new to the Haze community, and I just told her she was going to audition for this musical coming up, and so she did, and she has been in all of them ever since, and she is very active in what we do.
Who selects the presentations?
We now have a committee that does that. In the past, it has been the board. We have just brainstormed till wee hours of the morning, looking for different musicals, different shows that we feel the community would be interested in coming and seeing. After we were able to obtain our venue, we were able to start organizing committees to do some of the other legwork that the board was solely responsible for. And it's really helped out a lot because it's not just our thoughts. We have a whole vast group of people that research and what would interest them, and they bring it to the board, and we thumbs up or thumbs down and maybe give them a suggestion that we're looking at.
One of the reasons we're talking to Wendy is the unique presentation which is coming up. If you saw the Haze High musical this year, the Once on This Island, Haze High presented that musical at the 12th Street Auditorium. Within that program that was available, you also saw the advertisement for a live radio play by Joe Landy, It's a Wonderful Life, which was included in there. And the performance is coming up December 11, 12, and 13 right here at the Haze Community Theater location on East 11th Street at 116 East 11th at 7 p.m., the 12th Street Auditorium presentation location. And for tickets, they have a website now. You also have a Facebook page.
We
too,
do.
don't
We
you?
do. We have Facebook, which we have had a lot of followers ever since our Haze Haunted City tours. We have more and more viewers, more and more followers, and a lot more people in our communities involved.
Now, if we want tickets at the 12th Street Auditorium for those performances, either 11, 12, or 13 at 7, how do we get those, Wendy?
You can go to our website at www.hctks.com, or you can contact our 800 number. It's 844-428-5221.
It's a Wonderful Life, a live radio play. This one's going to be a little bit different, isn't it?
It is very different. It's very interesting. I myself have found it challenging.
And we'll find out more about how this is all going to come together on December 11th, 12th, and 13th at the 12th Street Auditorium at 7 p.m. And once again, tickets from the Haze Community Theater. We'll take a short break, be back with how Wendy's going to put this together this year for It's a Wonderful Life, a live radio play on Community Connection.
Angels Care Home Health, serving Haze and the surrounding areas, is a Medicare-certified home health agency providing quality skilled nursing and restorative therapy services to patients in their homes.
They're polite. I mean, they just take the time for you.
Angels Care is there to help 24 hours a day, and all services are covered 100% by Medicare for patients who are eligible.
I like the Angels for what they've done for me.
Angels Care Home Health. We serve patients.
Our community connection at the Haze Community Theater on East 11th Street with Public Relations Director Wendy Richmeier. And we're talking about the upcoming production of It's a Wonderful Life, but this is a production of a live radio presentation, which means you'll have the actors portraying the characters in It's a Wonderful Life. But you'll also have the sound effects, which were an integral part of radio, and that's where Wendy steps in now to tell us about a little bit of this garage sale material, which is here on the tables before us. Well, let's start with one of the big pieces here, Wendy.
As you all know, in radio, you have to make the sounds have to come from somewhere. And if you've seen the movie It's a Wonderful Life, there are wind effects. And so our Foley artist has created his own wind effect.
And as part of that, of course, on the same board there, you have a siren if you need law enforcement
If you need
support.
law enforcement, we've got them coming as well. Law enforcement is on their way.
And of course, there's the whistle and other things that you might need as well. Now, this obvious is very simple. It's just a door opening and closing.
It is, and we think it's the cutest little door. It opens to Narnia maybe one day.
And gives a very good effect.
It does. It can be slammed. We get that slam door effect.
Now, of course, obviously, you have to have a telephone.
We have to have a telephone, and if you notice, there is nothing electronical here. We tried to stay as close to period 1940 as possible. So we have our rotary phone. When it gets slammed down, you're going to know it.
All right, now what were those shoes all about here?
Well, we have people that are running out of the door, and we've got our men's shoes, and we've got our women's high heels because
Have to be different
yep,
shoes
have to be
for
different
different
shoes.
characters.
The women are lighter on their feet.
Okay, and in addition to that, let's see, we have a special bell here. What's that, Wendy?
We do. Clarence, as you know, is the angel that has not received his wings until he can help George with what he needs to in life. Clarence, his name is Clarence. Clarence has his own bell. And this is Clarence's bell.
Real close to the microphone so we can, because it's a real faint bell, isn't it?
It is. It's a very light bell. As you can hear, this is a different sounding bell, a lot heavier.
Uh-huh.
So our director, Tanya Carr, did a lot of research, and we listened to a lot of bells to find the right Clarence bell.
Just the right Clarence bell.
The right Clarence bell.
And that sounds like a perfect bell
It
for
does.
that particular presentation.
It really does.
Okay, and what else do we have here? Some money, obviously.
We do. We have money because there will be, as you all, if you've seen the movie, there's people bring change and such, and so we had to have real money.
George is a banker.
George is he takes over the building and loan company that his father started after his father died. Then he takes it over, and there's money that changes hands. There's people getting their loans. They call for their money back. It's an exciting part. We also have the ice cream scoop when they're in the ice cream store. You have to have that ice cream sound.
Okay. Where do you find these things?
We all dug deep in our basements and in our corners and history, and we've gone to moms and dads, and hey, do you remember that thing you had? Yeah, we need it.
And so many more things. We're not going to reveal everything because It's a Wonderful Life is coming up. But there is one final item here in our last moment or so that I might need to use for something here. What's this all about, Wendy?
Well, this is somebody gets hit, and this is the best sound we found when they get hit, when they get slugged.
May I borrow that for a couple of next shows for Community Connection?
Sure, yeah, but not here.
Oh, I understand. It's a Wonderful Life, a live radio play by Joe Landy. It'll be coming up on December 11, 12, and 13 at 7 o'clock at the 12th Street Auditorium, located at 323 West 12th in Haze. As you can tell, the construction is ongoing. Wendy, how do we get tickets?
Tickets, you can contact us at 844-428-5221 or on our website at hctks.com.
And don't miss the Facebook page,
Don't miss the Facebook page. Go out and look for Haze Community Theater. Find our Facebook page, like us. You'll be able to follow us. Anything we have coming up, you're going to get notified.
And keep in mind there will be other presentations as well. And remember, volunteers are always needed for the Haze Community Theater, our community connection.
Angels Care Home Health, serving Haze and the surrounding areas, is a Medicare certified home health agency providing quality skilled nursing and restorative therapy services to patients in their homes.
And the Angel Care nurse comes to see me once a week.
Angels Care is there to help 24 hours a day, and all services are covered 100% by Medicare for patients who are eligible.
Angel Care has helped to stay home.
Angels Care Home Health. We serve patients.